Boom! Hello, I'm early. Fuck it. I only did that so you get the half-hour notification, is it? Because that way I appear in your notifications feed, you know. How you doing, guys? Oh, yeah. Let's get the show on the road. Let's have a chat. Let me point some things out as well on Twitter. About some things I agree with. I'm early. I do not disagree. I do not agree with. So you get the half-hour and notification, is it? Chat about loads and loads of shit. That way you can tell me about all the drama that I've missed. How you doing, guys? I only did that so you get that. We've not had a chat for a while. Yeah. Let's get the show on the road. Let's have a chat every single time. Let me point some things out. This happens. It happens to all of us, guys. Now, let me just bring up window capture for a second so we can all just ooh, look at that technology, people. Isn't that amazing? Now the door might go off at some point because the shopping's coming, so when that happens I will be gone for about 5 to 10 minutes. The stream will still run, so I'll be back in standby. I do hope you can, you know, understand that I'm only doing this because I'm bored and I'm waiting, and I don't want to put too much sound into my ears, otherwise I won't remember them. So there won't really be any videos, so unless you've got something to show me, I'll just put one earphone in. So this comes from Lewis Laveau, my pal. So I actually agree with him on this. However, there's one thing we all need to be aware of when it comes to making tweets like this, because there is going to be the one go-to argument against this, and that is, oh, you're just purity spiraling, you're a tribalist. Remember that. Make sure that you have a good cogent argument against that, because just pointing out that somebody's going too far in the opposite direction and is becoming a bit extreme and is essentially betraying their principles does not equate purity spiraling shit. Because believe me, I've seen purity spiraling in this side, quote unquote. I'm not naming names. And it's not even on the left side, it's on the right side. And I mean, the purity spiraling on the left ended up with the anti-SJWs, so there's that. But yeah, I know who this is about. I'm not going to let you guys speculate or anything. Well, you can, but I'm not going to tell you who it is. Some of you are right, some of you are wrong. But yeah, there are people like this who have been doing things, you know, beginning to become a bit... It's like they dismiss people's concerns. They end up doing exactly what the media does. So you can complain about She-Ra, right? And this person who 3 years ago would agree with you and say, oh, yeah, I totally agree. This is showing a trend in popular culture and mainstream culture of SJWs censoring the human body, or at the very least the female human body, and trying to basically turn all these beloved franchises and shit into their own thing. This is how they conquer parts of culture, by turning it into a mirror image of themselves. That's why Captain Cummings in his video, yeah, it was Captain Cummings, shout out to Captain Cummings, a long-term subscriber, he said that basically, what was she called, Noel something, you know, the new producer, the way she designed the character is basically her. She is a boyish looking lesbian, and she's turned She-Ra into a boyish looking lesbian. And oh, speaking of She-Ra, I managed to get my first big, like, criticizer. We'll talk about Raheem in a minute. Now, where is she? Here she is. Oh, you'll love this, guys. You'll love this. Some of you have already seen Luna. So anyway, I was basically about to go to sleep, I think, last night. Well, this morning. Yeah, I know. Where is it now? Where's her first one? Where's her first post? It's here somewhere. I just can't find it. Here we are. I found it. So anyway, I'm literally about to go to sleep, and this is like, okay, no, I wasn't. I was playing Ark. That's the wrong shit. But anyway, I was playing Ark with Nooker and a few others, and she calls me kid, because they always call me kid, even though my date of birth is right there. I am clearly not a kid. I'm only, see, she's, if I am correct, 87. She's 6 years my senior. So yeah, I'm not a kid, even by her standards, but whatever. Kid, will you just get a fucking life? Seriously, this is starting to piss me off. I'm surprised it took this long. I used to think geeks were unfairly demonized, but damn, a lot of you are just that insufferable. Projection, really, because it's them who are the insufferable ones. And it's them who consider themselves to be unfairly demonized, because they're the ones going around doing the cry bullying and shit like that. I mean, all I said was, The SJWs have suddenly become HEMA experts when defending Hira, or Shira, because basically they're trying to say, oh look, she's wearing a practical suit, and all you guys are saying is that she's boyish when it's not the suit in question. Nobody cared about the clothes she's wearing, and even then it's not practical. It's not practical at all. If you're going up against things with weapons, you need armour. At the very least, the original She-Ra wore armour. She's not even wearing any armour. She's wearing cloth. Now, cloth provides a minuscule of protection. Minuscule. It won't stop it, but it might kind of slow it down. You know, because it's just an extra layer to cut through. But again, it'll slash through you like butter. But at least it's not skin, right? Apparently that's practical. But She-Ra from the 80s is not, and she's wearing a breastplate. Admittedly, a fantastical breastplate, but a breastplate nonetheless. Again, it's fantasy though. It's fantasy. It's not meant to be realistic. This isn't fucking, I don't know, what's that game that came out? Kingdom Come Deliverance, is it? Where it is meant to be realistic. So anyway, she says that, and I respond. And now she's recently responded again because I went to sleep after that. I noticed that she had I told her I have a job, and I'll be studying a master's. Yep, everybody knows that. I have a life, and can't I criticise art and people? And she is part of the group demonising them, you know, geeks. It's funny that she labels me a geek. I don't even call myself a geek anymore. I've not called myself that for fucking years, or even a nerd. I never particularly liked the terms anyway, because it's just so normified now, and it's like a cool thing to be. It's like, why would I want to be that? I'm not trying to be a hipster, but it's like that whole side of culture, if it ever was a culture, has been just destroyed and chewed up by people like her. I mean, shit. The killer mockingbird of Wakanda is lecturing me on being a geek, really, and not having a life. Okay. And then she tells me I don't know what a contradiction is when I pointed out the contradiction. And then she told me to stop bitching about labels, even though they're the ones who constantly bitch about labels. I just pointed out that, you know, you're telling me all this shit, then look what you're doing. And I just said, you have to have a very high IQ to understand inherent contradictions, which is what she was basically saying. So anyway, there's my first person to criticise me. I've seen her before. I've definitely seen this girl before. She's somebody who goes around, I think, just looking at Twitter to see who's been disagreeing with her ideology, and then she just finds people. I think she always finds me for some reason. But anyway, that's Luna for you. Luna C, more like. Hey, badumtis. I don't have a soundboard. So anyway, Raheem Kassam, who I don't like, only because he sicked his fans on me once, and also he's just a bit of an idiot. He tries to be a bit like PJW, sorry. You know, like, oh, look at me, right, imagine my shock. That's what he's trying to be on Twitter, I find. And he's just mocking journalists. What is it with these journalists pretending not to be journalists? I don't know. Look, lol, foot's on Robin's freedom to report. Well, the foot, where's our freedom to report? You are a journalist. That affects you. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I just don't like these right-wing journalists pretending not to be journalists, you know. We're glorified bloggers. Let's have a look at the chat. Yeah, I saw something vaguely about GOG, but I didn't see the tweet. Lewis Laveau was talking about it. What happened? What did GOG say? Imagine pissing off an aggro and then pissing off old GG people with the apology. Again, what did they say? I need to know, guys. You need to tell me. Also, news on the channel, or rather, behind the scenes. My tripod broke. It still works, kind of, but I need a new one. Don't worry, I'm not shilling, but I need to buy a new tripod next month, and I need a new mic stand. Now, it should work for the Badgers meet up in Manchester, the tripod, hopefully. I'm planning on trying to get some interviews with the Honey Badgers, or if any of them end up seeing this, you know, 30 minutes of your time, or 25 minutes even, because this camera only takes 25 minutes. I will also maybe interview some of the people there who aren't Honey Badgers, if I can get the time. What, vegan rage? I don't know. Anyway, GOG is GOG, you know. Anyway, back to that. So yeah, I will be in Manchester for the Badgers meetup, as long as my rota for work doesn't have any disagreements. I usually don't work Tuesday, so fingers crossed. Oh, she's responded, guys. Holy shit. Real smart guy following you have here, Mitch. I'm honestly ambivalent towards She-Ra. The fact that every Tom, Dick and Harry on the internet's having a bitch fit over it is particularly amusing, but mostly annoying. Yes, it's the men that have issues, that just have the issues. Ignore the women who are at least 50% of the criticism. Doesn't gel with the agenda. That's it. Well, you know, it's not hard when you're around to be smart. I don't know. That's apparently... See, the left can't meme. I mean, really? Actually, unless that guy's laughing at her, I can't tell. Crystal Philosopher, you're famous. You're famous, boy. You're famous. Anyway, I'm going to go back to normal now. Fuck window capture for now. So yeah, I'm only streaming because I'm bored, and I'd like to talk to my fans, because I haven't done that for a while. So, yeah. Tweeting a gif of Postal Dude pissing on a game journalism tombstone. Really now? Well, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Yeah, I'm not surprised that they did take that down. I mean, you would think that they're the kind of company that would not apologise for that type of thing, because we're always told that CD Projekt Red are the future and saviour of the games industry, right? Apparently not. Poland is definitely not based. You know. Sorry, Aiden Paladin. It's amazing. LWI, I don't know what that is. I'm not American, so acronyms are not my strong point. Oh, hello, Ghost City. What are you up to? So, Teen Titans came out, the trailer, didn't it? Poor Apperbend, I hope he's recovering well in the hospital after seeing that cancer. But damn, I mean, I finally saw a picture of what the Starfire actress looks like outside of her costume. How could they not make her look like Starfire? I don't understand. Again, it always comes back to what I said before in the previous video. They are intentionally doing this to these female characters, because I guess there must be some psychological things, because the people who are making this are being pressured by the ugly side of feminists to not make these people beautiful because they're jealous and they wish they were that. And then there's also the fact that, again, they don't think it's moral, or they have, again, their values state that this isn't very modest. Yeah, we can't have beautiful people portraying these roles because, again, all the things I just mentioned. Croatia, right? Yeah, they got beat by France. Croatia are soy boys, all right? We don't talk about Croatia. Also, they willingly want to join the EU. Oh wait, no, they have done, haven't they? So, like, soy boys. Sorry. It just seems like I can just find a reason to just tell everybody and show people that these base Slavic countries aren't particularly based. The only real one is Russia, and even then they have issues. They're not exactly based either. Oh god. So yeah, CD Projekt Red kowtowing and cooking themselves. It doesn't surprise me at all. They're becoming a big company now. In fact, they are a big company. And once Cyberpunk 2050 comes around, and no, 2070, whatever it's called, and if it does become a massive success on par with GTA 5, well, as far as you can get to that point, they will be one of the big industry giants potentially, and yeah, they're gonna start becoming more corporate, and they're gonna start becoming more, not savvy, but they definitely don't want to rock the cart. They can't be the edgy, small, game company that they once were. Kind of like the Kingdom Come Deliverance guy who literally is out there just like, yeah, GG forever, things like that. Daniel Favre, yeah, you won't have they're not going to be Daniel Favre forever. Shit, ever. CD Projekt Red, they're just not. That's not going to happen. I just can't see that happening. Anyway, I'm going to be making a few videos. I've got loads of things lined up. Some of them are very old ideas that I need to get out of the way. Although, whether or not I can do them tomorrow is another thing. Because, work very early tomorrow. But yeah. Also, I saw some stupid clip from Wosley of like Andy Warski burning himself on stream. Like, why did he do that? Why would you do such a thing? That's silly. Oh wait, I guess it's for the views. I mean, really? Burning yourself? That's just so stupid. I don't know. I wouldn't do such a thing. I mean, literally, he's burning himself. Am I going to start making good YouTube videos? At least I make YouTube videos, Gulf City. What do you do anymore? Personal hot take. Dragon Age is better than... Yeah, you've... Oh, shit. Now you're going too far, Slaughter Rotter. No, dab on that, guys. That is not true. Elder Scrolls are miles better than any of the Inquisition games. I mean, Dragon Age games put together. Like, Elder Scrolls 2 is better. Elder Scrolls 3 is better. Number 4 is better. Even Skyrim, the worst one, is better. Worse in terms of the core games. That's what I mean. It's still a good game, but it's not a very good Elder Scrolls game in hindsight. Sorry, Inquisition does not come close to on that, guys. Elder Scrolls. Sorry, guys. But regardless, it's just an opinion, right? Also, I'm thinking about the podcast. Who else can I get on this week? Because I've got a day off, so I could probably have it earlier. Maybe I should go for somebody who's further across the globe. I don't know. I had so many people. I actually have a list somewhere in a diary of all potential people I could have. I even had dates for the potential dates, but I totally forgot about it, so I have to go and look that up. If anybody has any ideas for who I should talk to, bear in mind I need to know who they are. I can't just interview somebody who I don't know or have no idea of. So, yeah, you can just post that in the comments or on Twitter or in the Discord, and I will endeavour to read that. I'm currently in the negative of YouTube vids since I privated vids, so I'm like -5. Damn, son. That's even worse than I thought. Haven't you been streaming a lot though, so doesn't that not count? Or is that a different Gulf City account? Who? Who's Neil Hamilton? Again, somebody I've got to know. I don't know who this guy is. Who is this guy? Oh, him. Again, I don't actually know him, and why would he go to a small channel like mine? I'm not even a UKIP supporter. Now I know who you mean. Yeah, I know who you mean now. No, that's not going to work. I'm too small, and I'm not part of his constituents, nor somebody who would appeal to him, nor does he appeal to me. And he's Welsh. Sorry, guys. That's definitely not going to happen. I'm too small. But, Gas and AP stream on this channel now. Ah, okay. People are whining? Haven't they always streamed on this channel? That doesn't even make sense. Like, nothing has changed there. Oh, here we go. Here's a hot take on Twitter for you guys that Jeremy just shown us. It's not his, by the way, but I'm going to show you guys because this is genuinely funny. I need to comment on this. This is stupid. Oh, get prepared for the usual. Alright, hang on. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. Hang on, let me just... There we are. Much better. All of you who don't think the Kekistani flag is Nazis at all, you're wrong. You may fly it for different reasons now, Apparently we fly it for different reasons now, even though the primary purpose for its invention was satire, but do go on. But the flag's original purpose as a dog whistle for anti-Semitism can't be ignored. Yeah, the fact that it's meant to parody that. You do know that the Kakistanis are actually the Jews. You do know that, right? Like the language of the chosen ones in Dankula's not Lord of the Dank, gender, things like that. Being oppressed by the normies and things like that. Returning to Kekistan and stuff like that. I forgot most of the lore by this point. It's based on things like that. The Kakistanis are the Jews in this scenario. You know that, right? Oh yeah, you wouldn't know. Here is the flag of the Kekistan. It's like he's self-aware to the point he knows it's meant to be satire, but then his ideology tells him, no, it can't be. It's a dog whistle. So they begin to, or maybe it's changing their tune. Maybe it started off as, oh, it's a dog whistle, because it started off as just, oh, this is a Nazi flag, when it's not. It's a satirical flag. To now, it used to be that, but now you're using it differently, as if we never used it, as if we used it in a different way before. What? This is what they do all the time. They've realised now that they can't convince people that it is actually what they say it is. So now they have to go along with what we say to some extent in order to still make it out that it's bad and it's problematic. When the whole point of this is to make fun of it. This is something that Mel Brooks would have done back in the day. This is something that, well, Charlie Chaplin did do. Charlie Chaplin did have his own version of a Kekistan flag in The Great Dictator. So, yeah. Mocking the Nazi flag is as old as Nazism itself in many ways. Fucking idiot. Wow. These hot takes, guys. Wow. I'm absolutely roasting, and it's not because of the weather. Damn, son. Nizahon, your brain is too big for me to comprehend. And that's what they call getting ratioed. God damn it, Jeremy. Oh, Charming Man is such a UKIP boy. I am definitely not. I thought to myself, is it going to be a success or not, the whole UKIP purple wave thing? I don't think it will. I think at this point now, they're not a single issue party like a lot of people have been saying, because, well, they achieved their single issue. So now they've got to do... Now they've got to be a normal political party with goals and stuff. I think now that they're trying to make another single issue, which is free speech. Well, it's not just free speech that is the issue here. There are many other issues in this country that need to be talked about, like bearing arms, self-defense, things like that. Immigration, all sorts of stuff. Like, it's not just the EU and things like that, or Brexit. There's a host of other problems, and I think, concentrating on the free speech angle, while noble, and I agree with it, is short-sighted, and it's just going to turn UKIP again into a single issue party, which I don't think they should be doing. I don't think they'll ever be able to get enough people to win an election or even to win a few seats. I don't know, especially since a lot of their support are going to be foreigners, because it isn't illegal for foreigners to join UKIP or any British political party. So in the end, whereas they may have some British support, a lot of them are going to be foreigners and will have no real effect on any future elections. So yeah, I think that they need to be aware of that. What is irony? What is satire and parody? It died with Godfrey. Yeah, Godfrey's dead, by the way. Godfrey, he was permanently banned from Twitter, like yesterday. Press F for respects, guys. He was a real MVP. The alt-right hate Kekistan more than... Yeah, they do. They do hate Kekistan because they know what it represents. Yeah, Richard Spencer. That moment was probably what sowed the seeds of doubt in him, in his own movement. Like, is he actually controlled opposition? Is he actually an agent sent in to disrupt the alt-right? Because he likes Kekistan. Yeah, over with two X's was Chaplin. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It will. Yeah, it will split the. Will it actually split the vote? Is there enough people to split the vote, like in the last elections? I remember thinking that back in the day that. Oh God, what did I even think? I thought Labour's vote would be split. No. No, I forgot now. It was so long ago. Yeah, but it's not good for the country as a whole. That's the problem because we've got Comrade Corbyn. You know what? I went to I know I've alluded to this, but I once went to a speech by Owen Jones, and it was shit. He actually didn't really say anything of note. Really, this was in 2016, I think. So it was just as Trump was about to be elected, or was in the process of the primaries or something. I can't exactly remember the time. He called him a quasi-fascist, by the way, in that speech. Yeah, he called Trump a quasi-fascist, and it was like, mate, you are the quasi-fascist, but whatever. But he ended up saying that apparently Labour has like the best economic advisors in the country, advising them on policy. Well, that can't be right, considering one, Corbyn wants us to become like Venezuela, so that means hyperinflation, starvation, and fat politicians. Okay, that's what we should be, Venezuela, right? Okay. And he said that they can't get all this advice and policy and turn it into effective campaigning, and it's like, well, firstly, they're not the greatest economic advisors, and also, secondly, it's not really the message, because Corbyn can somehow tap into the stupid college youth people, and also does have some normies under his spell. So, it's not like he can't do the things of the Tories, because apparently he said that the Tories are really good at, apparently this is a right-wing thing, which I don't think it's anything, it's just good rhetoric. He said that they're good at crafting stories and narratives to push their message than their policies in campaigning. And it's like, well, both sides do it. Just one seems to be a more viable form of government for the electorate than the other. I personally thought both were shit. That's why I didn't vote for them. But, yeah. Farage is on the warpath to take the Tories down. It's great. Well, he can end up undermining UKIP, you see, because he says, I will come in and I will not fight. He said he will stand for election for the UKIP party leadership. And it's like, well, why? Why should you come back? If anything, you should be an advisor for the current leader, because I think that undermines him coming out and saying that. Because, Gerard Batten has done a job in trying to stop the rot, and he has stopped the rot. And it's under his tutelage, well, leadership, shall we say, that UKIP has managed to get all these internet personalities involved, and the rise in membership, some of it's foreign. So, worthless and kind of ironic. So, why the hell should he be doing that? He shouldn't be saying that, I think, if he wants UKIP to succeed. Because he's just going to undermine the party, and who knows if that's going to be good for them. I personally don't think so. What's my favourite alt-right ship? You mean Spencer, Fuentes, alt-hype, woes? I don't really have a favourite. But I'm going to go for Woes just because he's memeable. And he's a thick-ass boy. Best to destroy your country. To be honest, the Tories are probably the best at it because they're more subtle. Like, a lot of the things that they implement that destroys the country only really come into effect 30 years later, half the time. Like monetarism. Like, shit, we're reeling from effects that fucking Thatcher did. So, there's that. Yeah, I guess Woes is my favourite because he's the most memeable. The rest are not. Like, Spencer is not a meme. He wishes he was a meme, but he's not. Let's have a look. Literally, maybe I should just go onto Twitter and look for hot takes, but I don't know. She responded. Oh my bloody god. There's no point talking to Luna Vega, is there? She's just gonna. It's hurting my brain. I'm going to have a shrunken brain size by the time I finish with her. Oh, the cutest couple. What? How am I supposed to know that? You said ship. I don't know what ship means other than the vessel. Wait, Alt-Hype and Woes are a bromance. They're friends. I didn't know that. Oh, Spencer and Fuentes. I don't know. None of them seem particularly cute. And I didn't know they were really friends. I don't know. None of them really. They all seem like annoying couples you wouldn't want to be around. Oh dear, Ray Murasami is attacking Academic Agent. Oh, they're not talking about Ireland, are they? Oh no. What is wrong with him? Base classical liberals cutting poor relief in the 1840s. I thought he was a classical liberal. It's getting hard to watch him. I don't understand why he's trying to. I don't understand what point he's trying to make. What the left or left with centre left people, even though in the Victorian era that was different. In fact, by our standards now, they're quite right wing. Against the poor in some way. What was he trying to say? I'm confused. Unless he's being ironic. I don't know. Because I thought he considered himself that. I don't know. I've noticed that he thinks everything that the government does or is implemented by government is socialism. He's become that kind of libertarian. And he's like, well, one, you understand why a license exists, right? You understand that, right? And the idea of a license predates socialism, and it doesn't appear to have affected capitalist countries in any meaningful way. I don't know. I mean, it can be used to limit rights, I guess you could say, but again, it depends. It depends on the laws that are already established. I don't know. But yeah, I don't have anything to say, Gulf City, on that, sadly. Also, this is stupid normie YouTube, but that whole Logan versus KSI thing, like Logan Paul versus KSI, what is it with these stupid e-celeb boxing matches? What they're not even doing it for charity or anything, they're just doing it for their own personal game. And it's just for views and clicks. Like, why do people even bother watching? Like, or even making videos on it? Stop making videos on it. Stop watching it, maybe it'll go away. Because people are saying, oh, it's cringy, I don't like it. Well, stop watching it. And stop making videos on it, and perhaps they'll stop doing it when they realise that they can't make any money off of it because there's no attention. Also, another thing to do with that, YouTuber conventions, aren't they shit? Yes, and I'm including VidCon in that because it's pretty clear that VidCon's going down the drain as well, at least in regards to its harassment policies, because goddamn has Anita Sarkeesian corrupted them. What has she done? I mean, first, this year, we've had VidCon came out first with the whole harassment policy thing, and how they're basically saying we're going to cook to a certain member of a certain political class and a certain person of a certain ideology because we agree with them and they can go and harass whoever they want because we consider them the ruling class and we want to give them these privileges. And then TanaCon hits because she wants to somehow compete with VideoCon. I mean, not VideoCon, fucking VidCon, and she basically wants to make loads of money off of her fans, which is fair enough. I mean, she already does so anyway. Because she's annoyed that she doesn't get privileges there. Like, she wants to be treated like a celebrity, and she wants to have the screaming fans rush at her and everything like that, which is dangerous, by the way. That's I think why VidCon probably haven't been giving her these passes or been giving her the star attention that maybe Jake Paul and shit get, who, by the way, they create that shit themselves. And so she goes off and makes her own con. Well, it is a con. She basically cons people out of money to turn up at a hotel which can only hold about 1,000 people, and then about 5,000 or 4,000 people turn up, and then next thing you know, she's got an absolute disaster on her hands. It's saying, oh, 15,000 people turn up, when it wasn't 15,000 people. And then Shane Dawson comes in and he's manipulating people. You know, I like Shane, he's okay, but when you're trying to make her out to be a victim when she's caused all of this, and from stuff that has leaked out, she literally planned this. Like, she literally said, oh, people love being oppressed outside. So clearly this was nothing more than a money-making scheme from her. And she got the money and ran, because she knew that her fans would buy all these tickets. And then they threw that other guy who looks like a really bad version of Melon, Anthony Fantano, under the bus. And then we've got FouseyTube, by the way. FouseyTube has finally decided to do the exact same thing, and that went to shit as well, with the exact same problems. Only we had the added benefit of, instead of seeing somebody who was crying, could barely talk, he had a meltdown directed at Keemstar, of all people. He was there. Isn't that ironic? He's out on Baited. I was watching Baited podcast again recently, because he got clown back, and that's okay with me. And they were talking about FouseyTube, and he's a changed man, and he's really hard to improve himself as a person. I believe he's a good man. Yeah, he pulls this shit and then tries to throw Keemstar under the bus by ranting and raving at him. Oh god, Keemstar is the most naive person on the planet. Someone made a Tonkasaw Funko Pop. What? What's that? I don't know what that is. Hello, Babylonian Hebrew. You'll have to link me that, Slaughter, because I don't know what that is. Oh wait, you mean those little things? Really? Somebody actually made that? That's just so... Why? Oh well, doesn't matter. They can waste their own resources and money on things. Definitely crawling in my skin. Anyway, I was thinking about... I should tell you about the projects I've got on. So, Meanwhile in Britain will be returning this month, because I initially rolled out the first episode at the beginning of the month. I've now got loads of stories, and there's more coming out by the day. I've got so many links. Oh my god, I just... I can't put everything in there at once. Jesus Christ. And I've got to start researching it as well, and reading all the articles and getting all the screenshots ready for next week, because next week is the end of the month. So, well, not quite the end of the month, but I should really have it done by Sunday, all the research, and record it on the Monday or Tuesday. So that's happening. That's going to be a thing. And then I thought about making a video on, Senator Leon Helm, who's being wrongfully sued because he said everything that everybody was thinking to a feminist MP who was blaming all men for sexual assault. What commie? What? Who's a commie? What commie? What are you talking about? And this is just me before I go to work. And then there's there's a YouTube convention video that I'm planning to do. And then Mama Coon, I'm going to make a video on her at some point. I don't know when. I need to watch all the videos. I need more shit to watch before I can get... So just for evidence sake, really. And then there's probably a few other things I could talk about. And then I've got to get the Ancestry video done as well, because that's been being pushed back further and further. And then recently that's come out is the TYT, the Young Turks, has finally been sued for racial discrimination, because, okay, what happened was, some of you already know because you've seen Sargon's video, but I'm just going to say this anyway. So what happened was, this person was a journalist. He worked for 6 months, and he claims he got fired because he's black. And basically, he sued them, and he sued another company in January as well. He's probably looking for a payment or a settlement, whatever you want to call it. And he's claiming that this one guy in particular was racist and said things about black people. It was barely anything really what he said, and he also claimed that they treated him differently. So shorter deadlines, basically whatever journalists do, he got the short end of the stick apparently. He doesn't know nothing, and then he's claimed that all of this made him get fired because he couldn't do it or something. I don't fucking know. So he's been fired apparently because he's black, which is probably not true, because what has happened is TYT and Cenk, I think, made a statement, and they said that he was shit at his job, essentially, and they believe that they've done nothing wrong, which by the looks of it they haven't. It seems to me like they've done everything that an employer would do in this situation, and now because of their policies this has happened. And well, imagine my shock. Funnily enough, I knew it was going to be somebody like him. I knew it was going to be something like that. I actually thought it was going to be one of the journalists or hosts who appear on the show themselves. I didn't know it was somebody behind the scenes. I didn't know they actually had people doing all the who are actual journalists rather than people who just look on the internet all day doing research. Unless that's just what they call those people, I don't know. Yeah, it rules Sean King out. I can't believe he's even on there. Amazing that. There's a lol cow board thread with every single bit of dirt available or needed on her. Is this Kiwi Farms? You see, I only need to talk about the thing that she's been accused of recently. I don't think I need every single bit of dirt that she's ever done. But you can link it to me and I'll find the relevant shit. And potentially make a video on it. Karma is indeed real. Although, to be fair, like, this is just the chickens coming home to roost. When you literally have a quota system or a ideology / philosophy where you want to make everything the way it is, like, you want a diverse workforce and you uniquely employ people from the far left and the progressive end of the spectrum, that's probably the end result. Also, haven't they been talking about Dave Rubin recently as well? He's been saying things about them, they've been saying things about him. It doesn't really matter, but I've noticed that he's been running his mouth. Well, I keep seeing things like him running his mouth about them. The aggressive voice is getting really triggered over him. It's amazing how somebody like him triggers them so much. Probably because he's a traitor and they don't like traitors. Traitor! But yeah, the progressive voice. God, I remember he used a thumbnail of mine once. Or a picture of me in a video. God, where was it now? Let's see if I can find that. Actually, I think I made a video on it. Like, he used a picture of me, so he knows vaguely who I might be. Where is this? Is it there? Should be here somewhere. Or was it on the old channel? I don't even remember now. There it is. Yeah, he confused me for Armoured Skeptic. And it's called Armoured Skeptic Exposed. Armoured Skeptic's lack of criticism for Trump but criticised Hillary. Yeah, he used my parody thumbnail and thought it was Armoured Skeptic when it's me. Shows everything you need to know about the progressive voice. I should have shown that to Sargon. If I ever see him again, I'll tell him about that. Oh, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, mate, that's not Armoured Skeptic. That's me. I should sue for false. What would it be? False identification? I don't know. Using copyrighted material. Is my thumbnail even copyrighted? I don't think it's even copyrighted. Technically speaking, using that helmet could be considered copyright, but apparently not, because he could use it. Hello, Joe. You notice how Sean King is basically an IRL LEG? Is it because Ace is black? Yeah. Oh, it's kind of true in a sense. But yeah, the progressive voice, like, he tried to go toe to toe with Sargon, didn't he? And he utterly failed. And the thing is, I've never seen somebody try so hard to be Kyle Kalinske. Why would you want to be like Kyle Kalinske? I mean, look how he presents his videos, look how he dresses, and how he does his thing. Like, it's Kyle Kalinske. It's not slander if he's confused me with somebody else. Like, the video itself was not about me, but I can't believe he thought that was Armored Skeptic. And the thing is, like, there's more. He was trying to say that Armored Skeptic is exposed, and he's some kind of hypocrite because he didn't criticize Trump enough. You know, there's far more to criticize Hillary over than Trump actually has. Oh, he's such an idiot. That was before he became, well, he still is very much a YouTube whore in a sense, but he's trying to push out and be more like Kalinske and ignore the YouTube shit. Oh my god. Let me just show you guys. I realised I didn't show you. This is just fucking beautiful. Look at that. Oh, fucking OBS, man. Oh, by the way, I got Streamlabs. Another thing I've got to mention. I've got Streamlabs now, so you can pay me money and it won't go to Google. But look, let me just zoom in. Okay, let me just find the actual thing. Armored Skeptic. Exposed. Yeah. Where is it? Did he change the thumbnail, do you reckon? Do you reckon somebody showed it him? Oh, he changed it! He changed it! Oh my god, he actually changed it! Somebody showed it him! Or did he... Oh my god, guys. He changed it. Oh my god. Oh, fuck me. Oh my god, that was funny. He actually changed it. Did I actually comment on this thing? I might have commented on his video. God, look at the fat fuck. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I told him, but I didn't know he changed it. Oh, hey, there's Cran and Sharpo. I like Cran. He's good. I'm not joking, it is me. Or was me. I'm surprised nobody else noticed that it was me. Did anybody else notice? That's not him. That's Mitch. Or Charming Man. Or whatever. Was I Charming Man back then when I did that? I don't even remember. So long ago. Yeah, nobody noticed. Nobody knew until I found it, and I was like, shit, that's not you. That's not him. But yeah, he changed it. God, he didn't even come up to me and say, you know what? Thank you for noticing that. I have changed it. Ah, cunt. That was funny. That. Now that I know that he changed it, oh my god. It was like when the Skeptic Feminist actually did break the terms of service and hosted a video of mine without my permission. But I didn't flag it because I thought it was not worth it and they would use it against me, even though it was perfectly within my rights to do so. Yeah, no one gets more flack than Trump. Early G in it. The piglet. He defended the soy box commie. Oh no. He is a piglet. Oh my god. Maybe I should do a response to him at some point. We could do one now. Let's pick a random video. Let's see. Alright, progressive voice. Alright, Kyle Piglinski. Let's Kyle Piglinski. Oh no. Let's see. There's a few things that I've noticed that I could respond to, but I don't know. Oh shit. Sorry, my allergies have gone to shit today. Progressive voice. It's amazing how polarized things are, and he can get a decent sized audience. Skeptical of the US intelligence agencies. He's the only one on the left who actually is. Well, it's not the only one. I mean, technically I'm on the left, but, you know. He's the only SJW that is. But what's he skeptical of them of? Alright, let's find one. Well, Joe Rogan will agree with anybody that he's talking to be fair. Oh, he's gone full blown left wing. Nigga, he's not gone full blown anything. His views change with the wind. Oh, she apparently lied by omission. But the thing is, I don't know what she's defended him on. So, let's have a look. First country to completely divest. No, they haven't though, have they? That's stupid. So I'll go back and respond. Walkaway campaign is fake. It's fake. Let's have a look. You know what? Let's have a look at this shoe thing. Some of you will know what he's on about. Right. Alright. So. Fuck it. It's been a while. Right. Here we go. Fuck it.
You guys may know who
Jesus Christ, he's sounding more lethargic than the last time I remember him being. Hey guys, how's it going?
You guys may know who Shoe on Head is. She's one of the supposed skeptics on YouTube, part of the supposed
skeptics. You're the real skeptic. What is a skeptic? How many times do I always have to bring this up?
Skeptic community.
How do people watch him? How do people watch this guy? Skeptic, Shoe on Head, how is that in any way entertaining? The guy is just monotone. I mean, I can be monotone sometimes, but I've got to be quiet sometimes. Joe, socialist on Tuesday, capitalist on Thursday, Rogue. Joe, Mikatow on a Sunday, feminist on a Monday, Rogan. Oh, I could have fun with that meme. Oh god, boring man. Right, where is he again? Where did I? Oh, he's this one.
And she also says she's a liberal, and I don't really doubt that she is. I guess mean that you do doubt it. It's funny that when somebody actually has liberal views, you know, not the whole what progressives think it is, they doubt it. What are you now, the guy from bloody LA Noire? Press X to doubt. I'm not really too sure to be on that front, to be completely honest with you, but you know, she never talks about liberalism or promotes liberalism.
Have you read her Twitter? Have you seen her actual videos? Have you seen what she says? But again, what he means by liberalism is not liberalism. He means progressivism, and even then, she's like her and amongst many of her clique, some of them anyway, they are going down that route, as I mentioned before in the stream.
In any way or counters conservatism?
She has done, and her fiance does. You know, the one that you exposed, quote unquote.
Because when she does, her viewers get really angry because her entire viewer base is essentially filled with conservatives, for at least the most part, or at least a vocal base of hers, and that's why she doesn't really do that.
Yes, she does, and two, no, they're not. Have you actually done a survey on her fans? Have you actually tried to look and talk to these people to discern whether they actually are conservative? Because remember, this guy is so left wing that everything to the right of him is conservative or fascist. So, yeah, this is a common talking point. They do this with Sargon, they do it with me, they do it with everybody. Your audience are full of conservatives, so you have to pander to these people. Shit, sorry guys. I don't pander to you guys. You know me. I just make my videos, and you like them or you don't like them. But in the end, you tend to stay rather than leave, because I don't pander. I do what I want. You know. I think that's what we've all been doing since day one. I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some people who pander. There are some people who are shills, and they get called out on it. Or at least they should do, some of them anyway. But that's besides the point. But they constantly do this. They make this out as if this is some kind of a point. It's not even a point. It's not even an argument.
But what we're going to be looking at here...
I wish I had his mic stand. I want his mic stand. I'm getting that.
Here is a sort of cringy video, to say the least. You guys remember the context of this is Leslie Jones. It was like during the women's go...
how far back is he going to reach in an attempt to criticize her? Now, I know probably why he's doing this is because Milo is hot in the news because of his comments about journalists, even though his comments had nothing to do at all with that shooting in the... It wasn't the Atlantic, it was another paper called The Atlantic, which, by the way, the shooter had nothing to do with him or politics in general. I think he had a personal gripe with that publication, and they were suing each other over something. So that's what he's doing. He's jumping on a hot topic to attack Shoe on Head. Now, let's just see what this age-old drama has to do with anything.
Ghostbusters movie that had come out, and
which she liked, by the way.
Women that,
so she can't be that conservative.
That movie were sort of under fire from all these, you know, anti-fems and these anti-SJW types.
It was shit. It was a pandering, horrible mess. And as I've what like She-Ra is, they purposefully did that to piss off the core audience. That's what they did. That's what Sony did. They were trying to pander to an audience that doesn't even watch Ghostbusters or anything like that. It wasn't under fire in the way that you say it is. Like, I can't believe you can even defend shit like that, but you did anyway.
And Milo Yiannopoulos was one of the main people who was doing that shit, and so
he jumped on some for the troll. Come on, everybody knows he was jumping on a trending topic to some extent.
He was being like he was actually, you know, essentially harassing Leslie Jones.
Oh, was he now? Considering that she was doing the exact same thing and she's been shown to have actually sicked her fans on people. You do know that, right? She literally did the exact same thing and Jack didn't do anything about it. So, the person lying by omission here is you. Is this projection?
Twitter and sending all of his followers and inciting hate against her and stuff like that.
Again, see last point.
But here's what Shoe on Head had to say about that.
This Milo Yiannopoulos actually got permanently banned from Twitter.
The excuse they were using is that he was exacerbating an already out of control situation.
Yeah, you can't control your followers, and his tweets weren't hateful at all, really.
I Spy editing. Now, it could have been the jump cuts from the original, but I don't buy it. Because I remember watching that video, and I don't remember it being, like, that choppy. Hello, everyone. I'm a Japanese woman, 41 years old. I haven't had a boyfriend. What is this madness, guys? Let's have a look at the chat. How is someone a so-called skeptic? Exactly. He's missing a chromosome. He's missing the chromosome that regulates his body fat. Clearly. Trying to white knight his way out of virginity. He's not particularly white knighting anybody at this point because it's moved on. The young Hindus. Right, I'm gonna go find the original clip because it's a stream and I have the time to look for that. Shoe on Head. I love doing this. This is how I catch them out. Ghostbusters era. Right. Is it this one? Not that one. It's not that one. Is it that one?
So if you guys know me, you know that I'm a huge connoisseur of room full.
Yeah, I remember watching this.
Paul, they're up to girl.
He thinks that because he personally can't be amused by a man's joke, that the entirety of society doesn't think men are funny. And that it's like this big conspiracy, this big lie in society that men are funny and women aren't. And that he's the only one that sees through the lie. Is he that demented a character?
God, this whole article is like him just... article is like... This is really sad to read.
Wow, she's
This man is so beyond neutered, I'm pretty sure he has a powerful women fetish and or hates himself. Like, how is somebody this much of a stereotypical white knight? Fear not, ladies, I will save you with my mediocre summer blockbuster. Unfortunately for Paul, there are many people who cannot separate and severely let down. There was little cringe, and I actually enjoyed
Yeah, you did enjoy
old
it.
one for the first. But basically, there was no ham-fisted feminist anything in the movie.
Yes,
I was so.
There clearly was.
I hated every single moment of her on the screen. And at that point, Leslie Jones is that, and
actually, to be fair, Leslie Jones was not as bad as she was in the trailer in the actual film, which is true.
At first, when I saw it going down, I thought she was freaking out because of the relevant. It's like when they're like, make Captain America gay. Like, why? Gay people aren't tokens. Leslie Jones is the biggest thing that I made fun of when the trailers were released. Oh, hell no! Like, stereotypical, lazy black woman stereotype. Absolutely had a meltdown on Twitter the other day because there was apparently a planned attack against her from 4chan. I don't know the whole story. People sending her racist things, pictures of gorillas. I'm laughing. Just a bunch of stuff like that, and at first when I saw it going down, I thought she was freaking out because of the Ghostbusters criticism. So I was trying to calm her down. I was like, listen, Leslie, like, don't stoop to their level. Just ignore it. Rise above it. And she was like, no, fuck you. If this was happening to you, you wouldn't know how to handle it. Fuck you, bye, or something. I'll put the tweet right here. So because of this, Milo Yiannopoulos actually got permanently banned from Twitter.
The excuse they were using is that he was exacerbating an already out-of-control situation.
Yeah, you can't control your followers. And his tweets weren't hateful at all, really. They were just...
Hang on a sec, guys. I will just be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I just had an update on a close family friend. Sorry about that. That's all I'm going to say. But anyway, so it's clear at this point that he hasn't quoted her out of context. He hasn't edited her in any way. Just my shoddy memory. Sorry, guys. It was quite an important thing I had to know then. So let's get back to this.
Oh, he did imply that she was a man, but...
She looks like a man.
She looks...
That's
she's
not
ugly.
racist.
This is a progressive voice.
She's just
by the way.
ugly.
She's
Yeah, it's not
ugly.
racist. First of all, she looks like...
Yeah, that was a pretty cringy defense. But
That's not the whole defense. Because as we're getting into that as well. Also, why does he have such a really bad quality rip? In fact, it's not even a rip. All he's done is like he's recorded it in OBS or Bandicam. By the way, OBS is better. And he's recorded it, and then he's edited it into his video when he could just go on Clip Converter and get the whole 480p cringiness that Siobhan has videos. I mean, to be fair, there's no way she can keep 480p forever. Ugh, excuse me. But let's just see what happens after that point, because that's not the whole defense.
Oh, he did imply that she was a man, but...
She looks like a man.
She looks...
That's
she's
not
ugly.
racist.
She's just ugly.
She's
yeah, it's
ugly.
not racist. First of all, she looks like... and let me go on. I look like a pony gelfling who...
And
That's not
Foxy.
racist
And
against
I
white
look like
people.
a god. That's not racist to say that.
But okay, I'm not justifying what happened to her. She doesn't know really how the internet works. It would be like attacking a mom on Twitter. Like, they don't know what to
Well,
do.
I think this a lot with quite a few celebrities that they just don't have the constitution to be on social media.
They can't
Social
handle
media
it.
is a shit show, and a lot of these people can't handle.
That's what I said to her. I was like, you're a celebrity, you're gonna get hate.
And a lot of it was to make a rise out of her as well. That's why they're saying these things, because she bit and she responded, and that's what makes the trolls bite harder. Like, what they're saying here is true. guys. Like, none of this is fucking... None of this is in any way wrong. And again, he just stops the defense of Milo Yiannopoulos as Stuart there. In the middle. They're still going on even there. And she bragged about, sicking her fans on people. She is the actual harasser. White knight is a pejorative. As a pejorative, is an anti-white, pro-Zionist Jewish conspiracy to undermine whiteness. They are the desperate who want to get laid. I don't think things about getting laid have been mentioned yet, but let's continue.
I didn't know it was at that level, but it's true. Chris Hemsworth's character was this goof.
Alright, that's the whole defense. So he cuts out the most important part.
Not only that, but here was the biggest part that they actually left out of that. And the biggest part that they left out was that Milo Yiannopoulos was actually libeling Leslie Jones, because he would actually share out these tweets, these fake tweets.
Fake tweets, libel. I guess that's why he hasn't been sued, right? This is news to me. Let's have a look at these tweets. Oh, there's no evidence here that it's fake. Oh, how can I take your word for it? Progressive voice. But hey, let's continue.
That were supposedly from Leslie Jones, but really they weren't. They were actually just fake quotes. And so he was libeling her in actually lying about what she said.
Is he
not only lying, but
tweets?
Then that incites more of her own followers to go in and, send hate.
No evidence, therefore I do not take this. Look, he's not even showing me how these tweets are fake. Are these the tweets where she was trying to sick people onto other people? They were real. If this was libel, if this was defamation, or whatever you want to call it, mate, how come she hasn't sued him yet? She has the money. She has more money than he does. She totally could have done it, but I've not heard a single news story about Leslie Jones trying to sue Milo Yiannopoulos for fake tweets. In fact, I don't even see you showing me how these tweets are fake, because it's easy to prove that a tweet is fake. In fact, how can you say they're lying by omission? How do you know that Shoe on Head even knows this? You first have to prove that she knows that these are real in order to prove that it's a lie by omission. So you are asserting that she's lying based on something that you think isn't there, but you're not even showing me how these are fake. I know I'm doing the whole skeptic asking for evidence and sources, but that's important. When you make a claim like that, I demand fucking evidence. Like, this is something that you better have evidence for, or you could just be expect to be dismissed. How can you think that you should be taken seriously by anybody if you can't even do shit like that? If I made a point like that, I would make sure I have everything there on screen and even in the description, so you guys yourselves can verify it. You know? But what do we expect from a guy who thought I was fucking armored skeptic? I mean, this is the type of big brain we're dealing with here.
Hate, tweets and shit like that, and just it was pretty crazy. And so he ended up getting banned. And so if you're libeling someone, I think that obviously libel is against the law. So for a private business to take action, as into
tell me something I don't know. Oh yeah, I unsubscribed from her. She's alt-light. Anti-SJW, guys. She's a dog whistler. Obvious conservatives have to lie. They're not conservatives. Have you seen what she says? Fuck me. Oh, my brain can't handle such big brains, guys. You have to have a high IQ to figure out who's conservative, These guys are dog whistlers. They're lying. I don't even need to say anything else. The guy's now just chatting bollocks. He actually did do it? Well, again, nobody's showing me that he did it. Did he know they were fake? I don't. You don't have to show me, Gull City, man. A fake image of her being racist? But again, like, I've not seen that. I don't remember seeing that. Did he? I don't know. But again, if she's lying by omission, he has to prove that, and he hasn't proved it at all. All he's saying is she didn't mention that. Like, did she even know that he did that? Again, I've not seen this fake screenshot, but I'm going to have a look. I'm going to look for it myself. Let's do some investigative journalism, guys, because it's clear that Progressive Voice can't even show his findings. Milo Yiannopoulos, Leslie Jones, fake tweet. Immediately, the typical outlet. So how am I supposed to... Is this it? So this is it. Okay, that's definitely probably fake. There's no way she would say the kikes. There's no way she would say that. Why would she say that about Jews? I don't know. Yeah, it definitely looks fake. Okay, well, I mean, you could, again, like, it's pretty clear that these aren't real. How can you say that so publicly and not have a backlash? I mean, I don't care what colour you are. That second tweet in particular would just be all over the news. But still, like, you know, did he know it was fake? I don't know. But why didn't he just post them? Why didn't he just show them? That's what I want to know. Matt Myers Discord. Oh shit. I don't think I've got Skype on, do I? Oh no, I do not. I'll have to turn Skype on. But I found them anyway, guys. Don't worry. Yeah, it's pretty... You just look at him and think, yeah, that's fake. No way. But did he know it was fake? But again, did she know he even posted that? It doesn't really matter. He's clutching at straws, Progressive Voice, as per usual, and nothing he can say will change anything. Because again, he didn't prove that she lied by omission. So yeah. I'm going to reset this. Oh God, Michael Knowles again. I'm not even touching that. So anyway, guys, that's but yeah, okay. So he was right in the sense that he did post those things, but again, it's not really about him posting that. It's about Sean Head knowing he posted that and then not bringing that up. Like, I think she probably would have posted that. I don't think she's somebody who would lie by omission about somebody like Milo, unless he did something that she didn't like, probably. But I mean, this guy doesn't even realise that she nearly, if not did, break up a friendship with Lauren Southern over the fact that she is right wing. Like that, how is that a conservative? Like, I don't. Again, he's lying by omission. He should have seen that on Twitter, right? He must follow what she's doing. Anyway, anybody got anything else before I call it quits?
I'm vlogging.
Shit, fuck off, YouTube. Hang on, guys. Right, I've got to go, guys. It's been fun. Shopping's arrived, so I've got to go help do the heavy lifting. So, till next time, it's been your boy, and I will, as soon as I've got to the streaming thing. will soon very much see you. Fucking hell, I should have sorted this out better. I will see you in the next time I stream or make a video. So don't forget, Streamlabs is there, and I would prefer that to super chats. In fact, you can even like write more shit on that. So anyway, goodbye.